Tom and the Boogles, A Trip to Boogle Island by Glen Stewart. Chapter 1. Meet the Boogles.
Tom, can you come in for dinner now, please?
Yes, Mum, Tom sighed. I'll just put my toys away. So Tom packed up all his toys back in the toy box to be put back into the garden shed. He was a very untidy boy, so there were toys everywhere. Tom was just about to shut the shed and noticed he had dropped his teddy bear into the bush at the back of the garden. Tom reached in, got the bear, and felt a quick pinch on his finger. Ouch! That hurt! But he thought no more of it and put the bear back into the shed and went in for dinner. Little did he know what or who it was that pinched his finger. You see, Tom lives in a big house with a huge garden, bigger than 3 football pitches. These bushes were right at the back of the garden and could hardly be seen at all from the house. The perfect place for little people to hide away, or even build their own island to live on. There was a lot of rustling in the bush, really quick and noisy. If you looked really hard into the bush, you could see someone, a tiny, tiny being, with pink fluffy hair running away from the top of the bush towards the ground. If you listened really closely, then you could hear a tiny voice. Ouch! Then there was a bump. I wish I would stop tripping over my own feet, but I have to run as fast as I can back to the professor. Not now, Sophie. I shall speak to you soon. This is an emergency. The tiny girl running to the professor was Libby Lou. She was running as fast as she could through Boogle Island to find the professor. She had to give him an important message, you see. What's Boogle Island? I hear you ask. Boogle Island is the place at the bottom of Tom's garden, among the bushes, trees and lakes that are there. It is well hidden from the rest of the garden, and it's where the Boogles live. They are funny people with big eyes, not scary eyes, but big eyes. They're always laughing, playing games with each other, enjoying life and their island. But it seems like today might be different. There are lots of Boogles on the island. There is a mayor who is in charge of the island. Also on the island is Boris Boogle. Then there's the twins called Cheeky and Boo. Cheeky is a girl and Boo is a boy. Jack has a son called Jackson, as in Jack's son. He was called that as Jack has a terrible memory. Jack is in charge of the train around Boogle Island, so is a very busy Boogle. Percy is another Boogle who lives there, along with Chaz and Libby Lou, and of course the Professor. Jack's train goes all around the island, among the trees, bushes and around the lake, and through the main town. It's a great way to get around quickly. If the train is busy or shut, then there are Boogle cars and a Boogle boat to help. A lot of things in Boogle Island are made from things that Tom has dropped in his garden, you know. Jack's train is made out of twigs and tiny wheels from Tom's toys. The cars are made from smaller leaves that have settled on the ground. They have tiny stones for wheels. The funniest thing on the island is that the boats float on the water as they are old crisps that Tom has dropped. Boogle Island is a colourful place where their sun is always shining. If it isn't the real sun in the sky in Tom's garden, then it is the night light to stop people going in their garden. The main attraction on Boogle Island is the huge castle where Mayor Boogle lives. It is a pink castle, as Mayor Boogle's favourite colour is pink and smells of strawberries. She made sure it was this colour and has rubies all up the side of the castle. Pretty fountains in the garden, and her favourite animal, free to walk about the gardens, is a horse named Doris. As Libby Lou ran past the castle as quick as she could, Doris spun around in a circle. "Nay!" she cried. "Sorry, Doris, gotta go," said Libby Lou. When Libby Lou finally arrived at the professor's hut, She stopped suddenly to knock on the door with a worried look on her face. What was she going to say to the Professor? See if you can guess. Click here for Chapter 2.